Vikings and the Miami Dolphins. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here we go. 46 down, man. 5-4.
Wentz first play going right to the air. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Go. 5-9.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he powers his way up past the 30.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Out to the right here to Wilson. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And Joseph Charlton on now to punt.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Taylor.
A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here.
That's complete to Chandler on the check down.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones down.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
CD, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
As we check the next-gen stats, you'll see he had precious little time to do anything with the football there.
Wentz now on 1st down.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Anthony Averett picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
The Dolphins bring out an extra defensive back on third down.
This time Taylor will throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And how about this, a fake? And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The deception there pays off to perfection. 14 yards on the fake punt and a first down.
They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. And the Dolphins will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, and he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
That's now a second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Taylor. And Cook has it, left side.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action now. Taylor.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
The extra point up and good. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. Let's see if they can do better here on this drive.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, they'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Back to Elliott, and he's got him again.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he's on to punt for Miami. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
At their own 39-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Dalvin Cook, touchdown, Vikings.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On first down, Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Taylor.
Going for Jefferson downfield.
And he's got it inside the 10. A big play there for Minnesota. 57 yards.
1st and goal, Minnesota.
They'll run with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Dalvin Cook, so good in the open field, but he's equally good down here near the goal line. He can find those seams and just push his way through. So he might get another chance or 2 to punch this one in.
Again, it's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They're going on 4th down. It's Taylor. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this 35-0 now.
Dolphins, nothing.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Wentz. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Again, it's Wentz.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. That was a 3rd and somewhat manageable, now not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
They go play action with Taylor. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Running right, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings have got it on cruise control. Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Dolphins 3.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you. Try and
now here is another interception.
Andrew Booth picks it off, and the Vikings are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough, but man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Taylor incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He's got room at the 30. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half.
Vikings 49, Dolphins 3.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Wentz going to throw. Another catch there for Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now Wentz. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for him. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Play action. Now Taylor. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. On third down, Taylor. He's going to let it go again. He's got him in. Complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14.
At the 14-yard line.
They try again with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. Third and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Play action, it's Taylor. And it's caught. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's fourth and goal.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on third down, and he made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
Fourth down, here's Taylor. That's to his running back, complete. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook from a yard out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So they'll walk him back half the distance.
Here we go, here we go. Forward, go, go.
Wentz. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
On second down, Elliott. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Kenneth Murray drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down.
There's a reason inside linebackers are often captains of a defense. They call the signals. They have the opportunity to affect the game in coverage, against the run, and, of course, on blitzes. Living in the best of both worlds here. Already has an interception. Now he gets to record a sack, too.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Take it at the 37. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And they will take over first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, it does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
Taylor's throw complete here to Kmet. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
Here's Taylor. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
And here's Ryan Wright now.
On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. And that one on the rookie, Charles, maybe a little too overeager.
You know how many times we talk about the quarterback having to have a clock in his head and make sure the ball gets away before the rush gets there? When you're a pass rusher, you have to know when the ball is gone and make sure you don't hit the quarterback afterwards. I know he was trying to make a play, but that time he ends up drawing the flag.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Dolphins are able to claw one back. Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Taylor going for Jefferson downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
62 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing now is Wentz. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Lewis-Seen.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Well, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
They go play action now. Taylor. And his throw here is incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Now Wentz on 3rd down.
Got a man, it's Waddle, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A First down carry by Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's first and 10. Wentz's throw here going to be caught by Wilson.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. On play action, it's Wentz. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
This offense so far on third down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to air one out. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
On is the punter Charlton now as he's able to get this one away.
Taking it about the 36. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
I'm just wondering, do they want to add on to this gigantic lead? My guess, given how they like to play and how explosive this offense is, Charles.
And this is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Dolphins 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Hey, we're good.
Throwing on first is Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
The tackle made back
To throw again on second down. Wentz.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
But I think a Dolphin was able to fall on it. Yes, they'll keep possession here. So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
To throw is Wentz.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game well decided a long time ago.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Oh, Taylor going to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love